I saw that my opponent was thinking, so I said, well, I think he's not finding the move. This position is he either finds it and win, or he doesn't find it and loses the game. That's what is happening right now. That's what we have on the board right now. You find bishop d2, you win. You don't find it, you lose the game. Hey guys, so I'm going to play this blitz game where I try queen's pawn, but my opponent is going to play Dutch defense. So I thought, well, what do I play here? Let's try something interesting. And then I played this Staunton Gambit. It's very interesting, and white can get good positions here. So I lose the pawn, but then we start with the pressure in the center and develop very quickly. Bishop g5 is a very typical move in these positions to attack the knight, and also trying to remove that piece so we can capture in the center. And I decided to take the pawn back at this point because I thought the position was going to be very interesting after that, because I have the diagonal, the bishop going to c4 and those things. So it looks like white is going to be fine. Of course, I don't have to accept the pawn and I continue increasing the pressure, but I thought this was going to be very well. My opponent is attacking the pawn on d4, and then of course I defend and develop at the same time. And here he's taking my bishop, and I thought, well, I'm going to retreat my bishop, but first I can do something. I can give a check, make sure he's blocking the square c6, and then I can retreat my bishop to d3. This is going to make the knight on a5 trapped. So now b4 is going to be a permanent threat. So that's why I gave that in between shot. I was analyzing something like queen e7, trying to play a5, but well, I just castle. That's not really a problem. And also queen e7 is defending the square b4. That's why I was looking at that move. He found bishop e6, reinforcing c4, so now the knight is escaping over there. And well, I thought, you know what, you're not escaping. I have this move queen e2, I control c4, I'm still threatening b4, but at the same time the king is on the same line as the king, so there are threats. Black castles, and now I can get the knight, but we should say that the position is actually extremely complicated. It's not as clear as it seems for a human eye, because my king and my queen are both on the open file. There's also a knight that can be pinned in the center. So actually this is not like clearly winning for white or anything. Actually black is fine. b4 is not really getting as much as it seems, because there are many things behind the scene, like many deep lines that are making the position fine for black. The main problem, as I said, the king and the queen are sitting in the center, so this makes the position very unclear and complicated. They are on the open file, is the main situation here. Here I thought there are ideas with bishop takes f3 or rook e8, so I thought, well, knight e5, and this is perfect, I have everything in this position. But actually I missed the check on h4. At this point this is really complicated, and we should say that black is actually better, because there is a tactic sequence that they have, but it's a little hidden. I saw the tactic sequence, the tactic move, but I said, well, I have no choice. This is the best option. There's nothing better. He's taking the pawn on d4 with the fork, taking the rook, taking the pawn, taking the knight. So I have to play this move, but actually I had seen that he can play the amazing move here, bishop to d2, and then if I take the king, my queen is hanging. So I could play king f1 then, and then he can trade queens, get the pawn on b4. I saw that my opponent was thinking, so I said, well, I think he's not finding the move. This position is he either finds it and win, or he doesn't find it and loses the game. That's what is happening right now. That's what we have on the board right now. You find bishop d2, you win. You don't find it, you lose the game. He doesn't find it, he's going to lose the knight, And at this point, of course, white is much better. The only thing is that the position is still a little tricky, and also I have like almost 30 seconds, so it's not going to be easy. Now my king has to stay in the center, so it's very complicated to win this with 30 seconds in the clock. My king in the center, my rook is disconnected. Actually, I have to go to the center again, so my rooks are linked, because he was threatening bishop takes knight, taking the rook on a1. But finally I found this amazing moment where I can trade queens, and this is actually a really important moment in the game, because with 25 seconds it was going to be really hard to win with the queens on the board and my king in the center. But now it's different. I can pre-move much more, I can simplify, there's no checkmate threat, so this changes everything. So I was really positive at this point and hopeful that I could win it. Of course, it's not easy. He has a passed pawn on the 6th rank. The bishop is guarded there. But I'm just trying to simplify, avoid complications, control the passed pawn. My next move rook d1 for sure, and then simplification. Of course, he doesn't want to trade, but my rook can give some checks. I have a passed pawn on the a5, so I will use it very soon. Here he's almost getting one queen, but I have the skewer idea that I will use a couple of times here, and unfortunately that idea was there and I was also able to find it. So yeah, that's how I could win. Then pre-moving all the time, be careful with the stalemate. So thank you so much guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, check out this video over here. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Play the right move. See you on the next.